Okay. Are we up and running? I think we're up and running. We'll go. Okay, yeah, we're up and running. Alright, sweet. Alright, so I am currently working on trying to mimic Jett's mechanics. So I have a little FPS controller that I made. I have started working on her dash. Like spray pattern and stuff like that. Okay, so I think the first thing I'm gonna do is fix up these trail effects. I actually have some video. Yeah, so these trail effects. Maybe I can actually not make this a child of the player, and I can move it outside and just set its transform position. Can I just delete that? And then is it going to be deleted? I don't want to do that. Did I just... the fuck? Okay. Well, this is why we have Git. And then we have... what is the tutorial research? Get reset assets prefab. Can I do that? Did I do that? Nope, I did not. Okay. Jett controller. So we don't want to lose all this progress. I forgot to. When's the last time I committed? Let me open Visual Studio Code actually. Nope, that's not it. Tutorial research. Okay. Where's the player prefab? Right here. into the Unity editor. Gonna unpack this completely. Move Jett trail effects out. And then save as a prefab. And just put. And I don't. How do you. How do I move or turn it into a prefab again? Select prefab loop. Okay. Just delete Jett trail effects in here. So what a turn. Okay, let me just actually copy this component. Let's do this. Say paste component as new. Where? Okay. Invincible. Variable arms container. So arms container right there. Okay. We should be doing that in the prefab though. Like this, right? I'm just gonna rename this to arms container. Arms container. Alright. Okay. Okay, so let's go into the Jett controller script. Dang, that's crazy. What? I'm on stream right now. And okay. So we need to go to the place where we're enabling these trail effects. Container.setActive. True. And then let's position equals, you can say transform.position, and then so it's going to be transform.position. Let's just make a function to say under here, let's say void, let's say play trail effects. Trailing effects. Okay. Alright. And then I think we can also, like, we need to do it, also match the rotation of our player, right? So we need to transform that rotation, and then we also want to move it forward a couple, so I'm just going to say plus vector dot forward, or not transform dot forward times, let's say 3 for now, and then let's just see how that does. The only thing is it's not going to be moving. Okay, so maybe okay, let's just see what this looks like. And we'll say play trailing effects. Okay. Or maybe we just need to get more familiar with the particle system and make some trailing effect. Yeah, no, I didn't see anything. Let's look at our scene. See if we see trail. Yeah, because it's not moving. And if I were to enable this, what happens? Where is it? It's back. So, okay. Well, I mean, it's going to where we told it to, but I don't think that's going to work. Okay. Let's see. Let's look up a guide on how to use Unity's particle system. Unity particles. To know about the particle system. Can I just millions of particles? Shield effect. I want to do trails. If there's any tutorials on trails, not weapon trails. Just want to see if there's any Unity particle wind. Just hop to the end, see what it looks. That's kind of cool. Okay. Isn't it just let me open up the scene a little more. I come here, and then I can add a light effects particle system. Okay, and emits particles. And I don't want it to emit like that. I don't want it to loop. Stop. And okay, so say I just want it to play for one, okay, and then rate over time. That's fine. Shape, not a cone. A straight line. Rectangle. Play. Okay. And let's see if there's a. Nah. Scale 1:1:1. See, render billboard. Okay. Material default particle system. Is there like something that kind of looks like a line that I already have, so I don't have to bullet line additive? Oh, trail material? What is that? Bullet glow. Just use this. What is that? What is trail material? What? Material. Trail. Okay, if I go like this. These are massive. Max particle size. Okay. Can I do like one? Does that make it smaller? Okay, start lifetime, start size, on simulation speed, rate over time, max particles. Collision. Force over lifetime. Alright, velocity over lifetime. Trails. creating lines with the particle system. Unity. I just want to create straight up lines. Drawing a line. Mission. So, does this give me anything? Shoot. What happens when I do a sprite? No, it's not what I want. I think I just need to have a line, right? Maybe like this. What about this? Does this look like a? Okay. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. We're able to stretch these things. Let's see. Can I stretch these things? What happens when I do 2 on the X, or 2 on the Y, 2 on the Z? No, it's not like they're growing. It's just the particle system is growing. So emission rate over distance. These definitely need to be faster. Duration. Start speed. Can I change this? Bah. Looks like bullets. And then let's change the duration to like 0.2. Wow. Wow. Nope. Just plays 1. Start lifetime. 1. What does that do? Nope. That's not what we wanted. Start delay. Emission. Rate over time. Rate over distance. Shape. I'm a total particle system noob. Max particles. How come? What? Can I do that? 2.2? What? What the heck? Rate over time. So can we do like 5? What the heck? Okay. Doesn't make any sense. Whatever. We're making a messed up particle system right now, but it's fine. Then if I put this in front of my face and then just rotate it, like transform, reset, then just if I just do that and move it up a little, what does it look like? Oh my god, that looks so lame. Yeah, change the speed to like 30 or something. That's not cool at all. Let's see. If I just spin this on the x-axis, -90, -180, or just 180. Kind of looks like they're coming at me. That's not cool. Oops. Let's open this. And instead of doing this, let's serialize field. Yeah, particle system. Trail effects. Trail effects dot play. Let's just see what this looks like. We need to drag it into our game field, right? Okay. I mean, it doesn't look. It looks pretty bad. That doesn't look like Jett trail effects at all. Okay. Let's see. We can definitely make a new particle system for each direction, but I'm not sure. Gravity modifier. I'm not sure how to make it so that it looks like a size by speed, rotation by speed. Can I just change the rotation of every single dude? Flip on the x-axis by 90, and then what does that do? It did nothing. Flip by 90. Why did it go back to 1? 90. Okay, I guess I can't flip that. Can I do this 90? Yeah, no. Oh, okay, so that's just completely flipping it around. Okay, so what happens when I do this? Okay. Now what happens when I do this? Nope. Man. What are these? What is this? Material? Okay. Rotation. Flip rotation. Start rotation. 90. Wait, this is constant. I mean, that doesn't look. Okay, can we flip it? Start size, start rotation 90. And, oh, okay, that's cool. I mean, we rotated it, right? And then what if I do 180? Okay, so I'm just gonna do 0, and then what is this? Flip rotation 90. So why don't they have like a axis rotation on this? Doesn't make any sense. Or they make it so hard. How to flip a particle with particles. Oh. Oh, here it is. Right? Rotation 90. Nope, that's not it. Okay, well, what if I did trails? What does trails do? None. Oops. Particle system trails. And then if I assign the trail material to something like... That's cool. That's really cool, actually. Okay. So if I go whoop. But I want something small. And not so... Okay, okay. That's cool. I got like a little wind effect. If I could do this. I mean, that looks kind of silly, but doesn't look terrible. Let me see. Width over trail, lifetime. Let's see. What does this look like? Wow. That's pretty cool. Width over trail. Can I scale it down? Let's see. Scale. Start size. What if I do like 0.5? One is fine, I think. And then whoop, bring it down. I don't like how it's like going through my body. That looks weird. Huh. Is that something with my camera? Near. If I do that. Is that, and then go back to my particle system. Okay, yeah, that's cool. There's something with my camera. Okay. And then how do I save select open? That's fine. Overrides. Apply all. Okay. Okay. So if I start, I want it to be in my face and I need it to be consistent. I don't want it to be so random. So let's see. Randomization, is there some randomization property? I just want it to be like a cone around the edges. Like I want it to be emitted. I want them to be emitted from okay. Let's go back. Ratio. It looks so weird. Okay. First thing, I need to get rid of this randomization. Where is the randomization property? Is that like emission shape? Is there auto random seed, is that it? Can I not have? Okay, cool. But I want to control the emission. Can I control it? How to control what is being emitted out of the particle system? How to not randomize the particles that come out of the particle system. Particles not random. Insane particle system. Particles emitted non-random. Okay. Find a way to emit non-random. Okay. Fix instead of using a shape, I emit every single particle. This guy's emitting the particles in code. I don't want to do that. So you should pick a random seed upon being incinerated. Right, setting this plan awake makes it simulate exactly the same way over and over, seeming extremely repetitive. So this guy's asking how to emit it randomly, not necessarily. Okay. Should I just try to find a seed? That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't want to do that. But I mean, it's close, right? Like, if I go 1, what does that do? That's lame. Is this thing centered on me? This thing is centered on me, right? What's up with this Y, the Z for, okay. Minimum vertex distance. Lifetime. If I change this to 0.1. That's kind of cool. If I just okay, let's no direction. Can I change the scale of this thing or like the color of the sky to not be normal direction? Billboard. Okay, what happens when I do render mode none? Okay, cool. I mean, that's cool. That's pretty neat. 0. Let's do 0.05 right here. We are heroes. That's cool. I just wish there were more particles emitted. Rate over time. If I change this to 30, what happens? Oh, we're getting somewhere. Oh, that's cool. That's what we want, right? Start speed 40. Change this to 40. Okay. There's so many on the right. It's like none on the left though. I mean, that's actually not too bad though. Look at that. That actually looks really good. Let's try a different seed. Okay. Okay. I actually really like that. I really like that. So let's call this forward particle, forward trail particle, dash. I'll call it dash particles. And then I'm just gonna delete Jett trail effects. And then instead of, let's go into the controller, point trailing effects. We don't even, yeah, actually we'll need this function because we're gonna be we need the movement vector from the player controller, and then we can decide which trail effect to play once we build them all. So I'm just gonna say forward dash effect, forward dash particles, serialized field, particle system, left dash particles, serialized field, particle system, right dash particles, serialize field, particle system, bottom dash particles. Let me just right, you go right, forward, left, let's make a left. Okay, so we have those, and in here, instead of changing this, let's say, let's decide which direction of particles we're gonna play. So how are we gonna decide that? We're gonna say player controller dot movement vector. If player controller dot movement vector dot okay, so if it's X, we're moving on X axis, left to right, right? What? Z. So if there's any Z, if the Z is greater than 0, let's do if Z is greater than 0, okay, we play forward. Else if player controller dot movement vector dot Z is less than 0, then we'll play backward, because that's what Jett is doing. Else if player controller dot movement vector. So this means that the Z is 0, and now we're just moving either left or right. So left, greater than 0, we are moving right. We're moving right. And then else if player controller, I'm gonna just do a final else if on this to check, because if we do an else, it'll cover more cases than we actually intend to, just as a logical thing to do. So forward, so we play forward dash particles play, okay. And so this should cover diagonal forwards. So how I spell diagonal? Diagonal. 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 Yeah. Say you wanna come. Okay, diagonal forwards. Diagonal, or 4 diagonals, let's say that, 4 diagonal, and backward diagonals, and then these just will be played if I go directly back or right or left. So I'm saying backward, what did I say, down? Did I call it down or something? Bottom? Why did I say bottom? Backward. I'm so used to some CSS properties. Backward dash particles dot play. Let's say right dash particles dot play, and then left dash particles dot play. And then when we start the dash, we can say play dash particles. Right, play dash particles. Let's just call that play dash particles. Okay, so we don't have these guys set. So let's go back to the Unity editor. Come here. Let's just let's see, trail effect container. We can actually delete that because we don't do that anymore. Let's go back to Unity. Forward dash particles. Forward dash particles. Why isn't this updating? Is there some compiler error? Is there not? Okay. Okay, I'll just assign 4 dash particles to all of them for now. And they should just all play the forward dash particles. Then we can find a seed that looks really nice. I mean, like, also we could, let's just, whoa, was I sliding right there? No, okay. Forward dash particles. Rate over time. Let me just increase the rate over time. 50. Start speed. 50. I have no... I'm just changing values pretty much. Why is there always just that one? Let's change the seed. Reseed. 2. We're going to 2. Okay, that looks more natural, I think. Let's do 5. There's always like one section where there isn't any. Reseed. Okay, that is perfect. That's actually perfect. Okay. Yeah, that looks really good. Wow. Let me just save that. Say 50, 50. 50, 50. Start speed. Rate over time. Okay. Overrides. Apply all. Cool. So now we have a good looking forward dash. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Oof, that's nice. Okay. So that's fine. Okay. So now it's time to make the, I'll just do the backwards dash. So backward, because I think all we need to do actually for all of these is just rotate it. So 0, right? And then if I just instead put this backward dash right here, and let's see what happens. And I'll probably need to make it come out. Yeah, okay, that's what we're talking about. So I need to move it back to my head. Probably right here. Ooh, this is nice. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. That's it. That's it right there. Yep. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That looks really good. Actually looks really good. What even am I using for this? Realistic smoke puff? Okay. Oh yeah, this is all being recorded, I'm pretty sure, so I have footage of this. Is good. Oops. Boom. Okay, cool. Done messing around. Let's apply all. That's nice. Okay, let's do right. So I think all we need to do for this one is also just in the sky, gazing far into the night, to the fire, but it's no use. Rotation on the y-axis, so we need to do 90, right? Let's see, where's the scene? Play. Let's move it. Let's move it. What's this guy at? 2, 3? Let's just say 3. That's pretty far, but whatever. 3, and then this has to be -90. Play. Yeah, let's move this in 2. What is that? Yeah, that's better. 2. And then let's actually move this to the, so this one, the right one, let's move it over a little. I think that looks more natural. Okay. And then let's move the left one a little too. Okay, what was the right one at? We're on -1. Let's just fix it to -1. And then this one will be 1. Okay. And then let's go to our player, right dash particles. Right dash particles, left dash particles. Okay. Boom. What? What? No way. What? Why? Why is it playing? What? Movement vector dot z. How is, let's see, debug.log player controller dot movement vector eyes in the sky gazing fall 0.7. So why would it play right dash particles? Why is it playing? This doesn't make any sense. I understand that. I understand this, right? Oh, it's playing like the backward. Else if backward and backward diagonals greater than 0. What the? Doesn't make any sense. Okay. Wait, what? Dude, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I'm gonna say debug.log. I'm playing forward dash. Okay. Debug.log backward dash. Debug.log right dash. Debug.log left dash. Okay. And now play backward dash, back forward dash. Oh, because okay. So what I'm gonna do is actually just be like, if I'm moving more toward the front, and okay, and player controller dot movement vector dot x, and then let's just math dot absolute or math f or whatever. Is there like an absolute function? Absolute is less than, what is this? Float, right? Is less than player controller dot movement vector dot z. Okay. Then we have that. Okay, and then we say player and player controller dot movement vector dot x is greater than is math is how can we do this? it. If what? Yeah. There's no one watching. I'm just talking. What?
To yourself.
Yeah, that's what they tell you to do, babe.
It's crazy raining outside.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. Okay, player controller, movement vector. Okay, how can I do this? I need to check if the Z movement is less than, or now I need to absolute. Yeah, okay. I just need to absolute both. Took so long to figure that out. Is less than. The absolute controller dot movement vector dot Z. Okay. Less than or equal to. Let's just do less than or equal to. So these guys get the winning edge. And then I'm just gonna make these their own if cases in return so that return okay, let's just keep the logs in there for now. And then also return again. Let's say movement vector and math f dot absolute player controller dot movement vector dot z. You know what? Let's just create a vector 3 movement vector, and then let's just assign it to the player controller dot movement vector, so we don't have to waste a ton of line space on this. So let's just say player controller, player controller, player controller. Okay, movement vector. There we go. System.numerics. That's so annoying how it just automatically, you know, imports that library or includes that library. Actually, let me check the mic volume. Testing, testing, testing. Let me check the mic volume. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Now paired with some music. Hello, hello, hello. Now paired with some music. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I turned it up a little bit. It sounded pretty quiet, so. Okay. So I'm here, and then for these guys, they have to be is greater than movement. We don't even need a check, right? So we don't even need to do these checks. This is just to okay. All right. So if we hit play, and then let's just change that. Nice. So if I just go, okay.
And you go with pasta?
Yeah. I feel like there has to be like movement vector should be like plus 3f or something. This is weird. Plus 0.3f. It's a little weird, but let's see if that makes it feel a little better instead of like, I mean, like, that's so weird. Okay, what if I just go, well, no, that, okay. Let's just say, and if I'm doing, and, okay, whatever, you know, that's fine. That actually is fine. So I have that, I have that, I have that, I have that. Okay. What does, let's see, what does the, let me just get rid of these logs. And then let me apply these changes to the player. Apply all, and I'm actually gonna put these under another game object just to keep it a little more organized. Can I move these guys under? Boop. Open prefab. Man, I don't like how they make you. Whatever. Let's just reset the transform on this. Put these guys under. So that's relative. Is that playing correctly? And then if I go like this. Okay. Just do that. Display. Looks good. Looks good. Looks good. I feel like the left and the right need to. Let's see. What does Jett look like? Is there Jett video? What the heck? Okay, so they show up like halfway on the screen. Ours is just a lot more dense. Start at 8. Oh my gosh. Okay. Whoa. Okay. For the side ones, I think they need to cover more of the screen. This one is fine, that one's fine. We can actually move the front ones a little further back. So let's go here and let's actually move these closer to my face. And let's see what that does. I want to do forward. 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 I'm not moving to the side. What? Ah. Not movement vector. I need right? Movement vector. Movement vector. It's the okay, so I can't do the movement vector. I can't use the movement vector. What can I use? So I have the movement vector, which is just telling me the direction I'm moving, and then I have my facing. So my movement vector, my facing vector. So say I'm moving to the left and I'm facing moving here, and I'm so that's left, right? Well, I don't need I have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Wow, that's so weird. No, that's not what we want at all, but yeah, right. So what can we use? What can we use? Player controller movement vector. Forward. What is my transform forward look like? Returns a normalized vector representing the blue axis of the transform in world space. And then what if I multiply that? Transform dot forward. Is this? Will this do the trick? Why? Cannot be applied to operands of vector 3. I can't multiply two vectors? Or is it like... Okay, I need to do a little review of my vector math. What is this? Dot product of two vectors. What does dot product tell us? Algebra, sum of the products of the corresponding. Say vector. The vector has a magnitude. You want me the dot product. And it tells us, yeah, right. What is the other cross product? What does the cross product tell us? Vector. Cross product. Okay. Is this what we need? No. Which direction? The cross product could point in the complete opposite right angles to the other two. So we have the right hand rule. Okay, we have the right hand rule. Oh, okay. So they describe the same thing. The cross product returns a vector answer, and the dot product returns a scalar product. But I don't think that's what we need. I don't think that's what we need. Can't I just do like a scalar of... Okay, well, vector 3 dot cross. I mean, I don't think this, I don't know what this is gonna do. Let's see. What does this do? What does getting a cross product do? Well, definitely doesn't do anything. Okay, let's see. So, debug.log movement vector. You need to scale it. Okay, so what if I just did I feel like that's not gonna do anything either. Okay, whatever. Well, I mean, it could actually, right? No, that doesn't do anything. That's so weird. That's and annoying. I don't know. Transform. Okay, get direction. What direction am I moving right now, and relative to what? What direction am I moving relative to my facing? What? From to rotation. Okay. We're learning. I don't get. No, that's not what I want. How do you change it? What do I need? I feel like this is like right under, like, I know how to do this. I just. Transform the inverse transform direction. So movement vector. If I do player controller, is there like relative to my forward direction? Vector. I'm just gonna say vector, not unity. Representing vectors. Okay, that doesn't help at all. Relative motion in 1 and 2 dimensions. I need 3. Direction, orientation, vectors. Nope. Okay, let's see. Directions are in relationship to an object's current location and orientation. For example, if a person is facing northwest or is to their left, okay, directions such as left, right, forward, backward, and up are relative to an object's current orientation. So relative. If you want to represent relative directions using a vector, you need a vector and a specific tail location. A pair of values, point vector, represents a relative direction. For example, the point 2, 3 and the vector 3, 1 represents a relative direction from the specific location. What? How do I get the relative? When combined with the starting point. Okay. Find direction of vector relative to rotation. Does that even make sense? Find relative vector. Okay. Having acquired some knowledge of vectors, I thought I'd figure this out myself. Seems easy enough, but I just can't get my head around it at the moment. I want to find one two initial ones. From the relation of two initial ones, exactly. Perhaps my image can. The vector should act like it's pointing at world 0, 1. Oh, awesome, point 2. Found a screen. You want the red vector to be 100? Your old, excuse me, relative rotation. Well, is that what I need? No, I don't need a freaking angle. What was that? Quaternion from 2. What does that say? What was that? That returns a quaternion from direction to direction. Okay, and then 2 direction dot. Oops. And if I did. Okay, if I did this, what would this look like? Whoops, not from direction. Let's just do transform dot. Let's do transform dot forward. Form dot forward, and then player controller dot movement vector. Okay. Set play. 0.7. Looking at. We are looking at 1, 1, 1. What? That makes no sense. Oh, we're looking at the y-axis. Okay. So this is our. Okay. Looking at 1. We're still looking at 1. So if x what? Okay. Vector 3 Euler angles. Let's see, what does this look like? 181. On the Y, 0, 0, 90. So if I go whoop, 90, 270, 230, 0. But why is this 180? Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? Where's this Z coming from? Nope. This is very confusing. If I normalize it, magnitude of 1. Okay. It's okay, so if I do that, $90, $270. I'm just confused. Why is it sometimes $270? Why is it sometimes not? Okay, this is gonna be real. Okay, and then here it's 0. So else we'll just do the back. So the Y, we're talking about what is that? So it's 90 right, 270 left. Okay, let's just say vector 3 movement, direction vector. Can delete that. Change these movement vectors to direction vectors. And then let's change if everything is on according to the y-axis. So if we're doing this, if we're doing that, if we are around direction dot vector is greater than or equal to 0, or less than or greater than or equal to 0 between let's just say 1, or so let's do an and then let's wrap that first section. I don't know why we're getting different values. I don't really understand this math right now. Vector dot y, or it's like is it some error, floating point error? Let's say greater than 359, and direction vector dot y is less than or equal to 360. Then we do 4 diagonals. Okay. Direction dot vector. This one is gonna be what? 180? Around 180. Right. If I do that, I need to get rid of it. Oh no! What did I just do? so that definitely doesn't work. If I say, what is my direction vector? Let's look. So, like, Z is 180. Okay. I am taking a break. This is bugging me.